So if you are born organized, congratulations. I was not born into that family at all. It feels like I've spent my entire life looking for the perfect planner. Like, obviously the problem is I haven't found the perfect planner. That's why I can't seem to get it together, when, fun fact, it was never the planner to begin with, right? If you are like me and the invention of the Palm Pilot blew your mind, do you remember that? Okay, if you don't remember the Palm Pilot, you may not need to be here. Remember, this was way before smartphones. And so to have this little thing that fit in your palm that thinks for you, it was just revolutionary. And the alarm function, what? Like, you can set an alarm to remind you to do something specific. And of course, over the years, things have only gotten better. So while there are literally tens or hundreds of thousands of apps available now to help us run our lives, the problem now is overwhelm, right? There's just too many. I have downloaded probably hundreds of apps that I use maybe once or twice and then either literally forget about them, like can't even remember they're on the phone, or they were no fun, or I just thought they didn't work. So I really hesitate to ask this, but if you know of a spectacular life-changing app that I have not mentioned in the few that I am about to share with you, drop it below. Hey there, welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer Singh. I'm a clinical physician who left the glamour of clinical life in order to help frustrated and often frazzled women over 40 get fit, lose weight, and age like a boss. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you my current little bouquet of favorite apps that help me stay as healthy as possible with my food, fitness, and mindset. Have you had so many apps on your phone that your home screens are just like app after app after app? And you really look at them and you're thinking, what do these things even do? I don't remember. In fact, once I remember that my phone was so clogged up with apps that I was threatening to throw it because it wouldn't think fast enough. And this little baby millennial medical student said, "Oh, poor Dr. Singh, give me your phone and let me fix it for you." And then she proceeded to walk me through deletion of probably 75 apps. And lo and behold, the phone works fine. So many of these that are my favorites, you've probably heard of. Look, truth. They're not glamorous, okay? But just like it was never the perfect planner that was going to change the way I think and approach life, it's also not the perfect app, to be honest. However, if you can find a little collection that you can piece together to help you stick to your healthy habits, I love them. And sometimes it's the simplest stuff implemented fully and completely that really can be game changers. So here, guys, app number one is the simple Google Calendar. I say simple, but it is not simple at all. It's fabulous. Okay, you can use any other digital calendar, but I happen to use the Google suite of products. And the reason that it helps me so much in my health habits is that I sit down once a week and I eyeball the whole week and I actually label in appointments with myself for about when I think I'm going to get my workout. So I don't always even stick to those appointments 100%. I spend the rest of the week kind of moving things around to actually fit in. But here's why it's important. It sends a powerful message to my calendar and my own brain that this is an appointment, sister. Like, we're not breaking this. This is not something you can flake out on and not show up. Of course, sometimes I still do flake out and not show up, but it's harder when it's on the calendar. The second one of my favorite apps is the Forks Over Knives recipe app. Now, whether you are a seasoned, full-blown plant-based eater or someone who's just plant curious or plant dabbling, or maybe you just would really like to have a few meals that are very simple, super clean and healthy, and don't include animal products, I love the Forks Over Knives app, and here's why. Part of the problem with exploring new recipes for me is, again, utter and complete overwhelm. I can sit down to just plan a few simple things, and hours later, I have this huge library of things that, to be honest, I'm never going to cook. In general, I find that the more I keep my food sort of boring and repetitive and just super wholesome and nourishing and filling, really the easier it is to stay healthy. But every now and then I get completely bored, and I love to just pop open that app, and it has a limited number of recipes. It's not like more than the stars. So it has the grocery list and it's organized nicely by genre and helps me occasionally plop a new recipe into my rotation, which leads me easily to app number 3, my grocery store ordering app. Now, this for you will depend on what your favorite local grocery store is. Mine down here in Texas, I'm shopping HEB most days. The HEB Instant Order app on my phone is fabulous. It saves my previous carts. And what I love about it is when I get ready to check out, like a good girlfriend, it'll suggest, hey girl, did you forget to order the blah blah blah, something that I ordered last week or the week before or the week before? And I'm usually, yes ma'am, I did forget that. Thank you so much. So if you haven't ventured into curbside pickup, highly recommend. Game changer in a couple of ways. Number one, it literally just saves you the time, which, by the way, you could be spent maybe getting some steps or working out, but instead you're driving to the grocery store, wandering around, checking out, standing in line, and driving home. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you could be shopping from the comfort of your home, avoiding all of the impulse buys and things that you didn't really go in there for, and picking it up and going home. Okay, favorite app number 4. If you are trying to upgrade your healthy habits and you have not seriously started working on your brain yet, ma'am, it is time. You know how sometimes you get up in the morning and you think, today I'm going to eat perfectly healthy. And then by 4 o'clock, you're like a completely different animal, eating everything in sight, and you've got the gobbles. Am I right? Part of the reason that we do that is stress response and fatigue. So one way to help regulate that emotional nervous system is some good old mindfulness and meditation. So if you've had zero experience with this, I highly recommend this app. The Balance app is insanely free for 1 entire year. I love this thing. My members have been raving about it. They use it to help them sleep. They use it to help them chill. They have walking meditations if you want to combine getting your steps and taking a walk. They have driving meditations, although that makes me nervous. Like, would you fall asleep? I don't know. They say you don't, but whatever. So how you manage stress and your emotions can really influence how well you stick to those plans you made back on your Google Cal with app number 1 for workouts and healthy eating. App number 5 is my Peloton app. Now, I don't actually own a Peloton device. I bought a cheaper one because at the time I was like, do I really love biking that much? I just wasn't ready to make the investment on that piece of equipment. So I actually bought a different brand, but I did invest in the Peloton monthly subscription app, and I love it. I feel like I get most of the Peloton experience just putting my phone up on the bike. It even picks up my heart rate on my Apple Watch and displays it on the screen so I can see exactly what zone I'm in and how hard I'm working. And also love that it has meditations, it has stretches, it has yoga. And if you prefer to treadmill walk, it also has video guided treadmill walking. Super fun. If you like the benefits of attending a class, but you don't want to go to a class, give it a try. Free trial. App number 6, the Strong app. STRONG. I love this app. Again, if you are a beginning weightlifter or if you're a seasoned weightlifter, I love this one just because it is simple. Very few bells and whistles. Record your workouts. I love the rest timer, but here's why I really, really love it. I'm able to create beginner level resistance training workouts to be done at home with simple equipment for my members and share those workouts with them through the Strong app. They simply open the app, import the workout, and get to work, and they know exactly what to do. So to use Strong really well, you have to actually know what workout you want to do. You have to program it in or import it from someone else who created it and is sharing it with you. But for a free app for the job that it does, I think it's incredible. App number 7, a good old calorie counter food log. And I am a recent convert. I was born, bred, and raised on MyFitnessPal, and I do still love it, and I have tons of members who use it, and they love it too. However, there's just a lot of trash in there because any crazy person in the world can put in whatever they think nutritional values are for that particular food, and you might accidentally pull up theirs. So what I love about Cronometer is it is only USDA or other scientifically proven food bank data that goes into their food database. It's much more likely to be accurate. I also love that it syncs with my tracker, so I like to be able to see a lot of things on one dashboard, like my steps and my movement and my workouts and my food. I think it's a good time for me to say that I don't actually believe that calorie counting for the rest of your life is critical for human health. But I will say, I think it's a matter of personal choice. Some people really love it, and for me, I love it. It's like gamification. But I have But I also know women who've very successfully lost weight without ever counting a calorie. In fact, if you think about it, prehistoric peoples roamed the earth for millennia without even knowing what a calorie was, and they managed to stay an average size weight. But the truth is, we don't live in that environment anymore. So track or don't track, but I do recommend tracking for at least a little while because it's really good at helping you see exactly what you're eating. App number 8, man, I have got squirrel brain so badly. It really doesn't take much to distract me at all. So when I discovered the Hey Focus Chrome extension on my Mac, it truly helped me a lot. This is a website blocker that comes preloaded with anything that you might assume would be interesting, like all the social media sites, all the news outlets, all the streaming services, preloaded into this block list. So you set a timer for how long you want to get to work, and it automatically blocks for you all these super fun sites. Now, you might have to go in and add some sites that you personally find particularly distracting. Amazon, I'm looking at you. But it's really rewarding to be able to just focus sometimes for 25, 35, 45 minutes, however you set the timer for, and then get something done. Then you can reward yourself when the timer's up with some something. And finally, app number 9 is good old Apple Health. Now, if you're not an Apple person, you may have an equivalent like Fitbit or Garmin, but I really love the gamification aspect of all the data that these devices collect for us. You know what it's done for me? It has helped me and my members take our eyes off of the scale. Girl, give that scale a break. She is so tired of being the center of your universe. There's so many other things that we can track on our health journey to see how we're doing. So with your watch, you can track your resting heart rate. You can track your heart rate variability. You can track your estimated VO2 max, which is an estimation of your cardiac fitness, your sleep, the minutes you exercise, the number of workouts you did, the number of steps you took. In fact, I have an entire video about all of the things that you can track other than pounds lost, because helping get your focus off of that scale as being the only measure of whether or not you're succeeding is truly going to completely change your health. If you like this video, hit subscribe before you hop over to the next video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.